Hello, beautiful people. Um, I'm coming back again as I promised to finish up the video that I was talking about of how to shrink fibroids naturally. Um, as I was saying, this is gonna be the part two. This is where I left off at. I was telling you guys how to shrink them, how I did shrunk mine naturally. Okay, this is a disclaimer. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical physician, anything. This is my personal experience and my personal journey of what helped me to shrink my own fibroids. I had uterine fibroids and I also had polyps. I also had polyps as well, and they were kind of big to be truthful. And so when my obstetrician, when the doctor he noticed it on a pap exam, on a pap smear exam. I just jumped into action of all the things. And like I said, I went ahead and used the Bragg vinegar that I showed you guys in the previous video, and also the lemon juice, along with I was using garlic as well, along with the castor oil, to shrink the fibroids. And so basically, like I said, they receded for a while. I think it was about 6 or 8 months. I had, it wasn't too bad. The symptoms was going, and keep in mind, these people kept doing that. It's called transvaginal ultrasounds. I had like 3 transvaginal ultrasounds. That is how I know for a fact what I was doing naturally worked. Because keep in mind, listen guys, like I said, I'm not going to keep you guys here with the long drawn out video, but this can help someone that is going through uterine fibroids, because I know these uterine fibroids, they are very prominent in the Black, African American, and some of the brown people as well, which is the Hispanics and probably Indians. So again, how I knew what I was doing naturally worked, because I went back in again. I advocated for myself, and I told my doctor, I said, please, I need another appointment again for a transvaginal ultrasound, because some of my symptoms have relieved. And so when he did, the lady, she couldn't believe it when she looked on the ultrasound. She said, well, they are looking for your record, which she wasn't supposed to, told me, because she's not a doctor. She's just there to do the radiology. And she said, well, they do look smaller. And so when I went back to a follow-up with my doctor, indeed, they were smaller. A lot smaller, just from the castor oil, the lemon juice, and the garlic. Okay, fast forward now. So I go about 6 to 8 more months, still doing the natural remedy that I was doing, but not as consistent like I should have been doing it, like I was doing it when I first knew that they were large. And so about 8 months went by, and I got to the stage where the symptoms started back again. The symptoms started just like heavy. My cycles was just heavy again, just passing all type of big fibrous tissues and different things. And that is the thing. We're going to get to the fibrous tissue in a few minutes. And it was huge. Like I said, fibrous tissue that I was passing. So long story short, the doctor said, I know you probably don't want to do a hysterectomy. I'm looking down because I just don't want to forget to tell you guys something. The doctor said, I knew you didn't want to do a hysterectomy. He said, I tell you what, how about we do a, it's called a hysteroscopy with the D and C. And I said, sure, because I'm in the medical field. I knew what hysteroscopy, anything meaning what that meant. He wanted to look inside the uterus and remove it that way. And so anyway, that's what we chose to do. I said, because this thing is growing back bigger. Now I'm going to get to why and what was causing it to grow back and then grow back bigger. I was vitamin D deficient. There you go. So now I've told you guys. So the only way that you guys are going to know if you just watch my video all the way through to find out. I was vitamin D deficient. And I also had hormone imbalance. We found out all of this through blood tests. I was also anemic, iron deficiency. And these are the things that was contributing to the fibroids growing bigger, especially vitamin D. My levels were so low. I think my level was like a 18. That is what my number was for my vitamin D. And if you look up the normal range of what vitamin D is supposed to be, then you guys will know how deficient I was. Vitamin D can contribute to a lot of things, offsetting a lot of things in the body. So guys, women, if you are having these uterine fibroids, I mean, when I say guys, I mean women. If you are having this uterine fibroids bad, try to do a blood test for your vitamin D and hormone imbalance. You really don't even have to be going through menopause or perimenopause to offset for your hormones to be imbalanced. So all of these things was contributing. I'm not going to get into the alopecia part because that's a whole different video. But I will tell you the things that cause the fibroids to grow, this thing to grow back bigger, is because I was so deficient in vitamin D. They said vitamin D is a major vitamin. And that is what the fibroids were feeding off too, that I was so deficient. Like I said, I was like an 18. And that is nowhere near normal, the normal range for vitamin D. And so now you guys have it. Vitamin D, and also I was anemic. My iron levels, my hemoglobin has always been low due to this. And so those things was, and the hormone imbalance. So you may want to get a blood test for these things. That is what was causing this fibroid. So I went ahead and had the surgery. It was an outpatient surgery. Let me go ahead and conclude with this. It was an outpatient surgery. I did the hysteroscopy with the DNC. If anybody know what a DNC is sometimes they give it to women after you have a miscarriage. And I recovered like in 2-3 days. You know, it was nothing big. He just pulled out the fibroid that I had and clean me up and clean me out good. Then, you know, also they tested the fibroids to make sure they wasn't cancerous, that they wasn't malignant, which they wasn't. They was benign. Excuse me. It's water. They were benign. But you guys, here you go right here. That's why I say you have to watch my video to the end. Because I'm telling you, this is what it was right here. This is what was coming out right here when I was at home. That is it right there. That was fibrous tissue. And so it was not good. It was just like I was having a baby when this thing here passed. When they were passing, I was screaming almost like when you, worse than you have a baby of giving birth. And so, honey, to all the women, you may want to seek and have this lab work done, vitamin D, and for hormone imbalance, because I told you that was the main thing that was making mine grow larger, which was the vitamin D. Now I'm good to go. I had the small procedure done in 2022, and I have not had any more trouble ever since. And I also got put on 50,000. Let me say this before I go. I also got put on a prescription for 50,000 units of vitamin D. They prescribe the little green pills, the little green vitamin D. They 50,000 units. You take one pill once a week, once every 7 days. And I had to stay on that for a while to get my vitamin D levels back up. So guys, there you go. You have it. I showed you everything, and I wish you guys luck. For all the people that this video may help, if you have any questions, comments, please put it in the comment section, and I will do my best to answer any questions you have, because this is what I'm here for, to give you real authentic content, as well as to help any women that I can help. And if you guys find this video very helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe, because I will be coming with more educational videos, my life experiences, because, you know, if you can relate to this, by all means, like I said, please subscribe. Please share my video out, because this can help many women. I have seen many women out here that say they have uterine fibroids, and they're not even in their 40s like me. Some of them had fibroids when they 20, because it don't discriminate in age, because this is the ethnicity of us African Americans that it runs in. Because like I said, my mother, my auntie, all of them had uterine fibroids, but my mother had a hysterectomy, and thank God I didn't make that decision, because I wanted to try this first. But anyway, guys, this is my story with uterine fibroids. Until the next one,